morning. Sunday. We're in the truck. We're headed to a coffee shop. Gotta prop this thing up. How's everybody, or my one person this morning? There we go. In the old truck, headed to get some coffee. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Robert's doing good this morning. I can't take him to the coffee shop. Not yet. But, I really can't take him too many places yet, especially after you jumped on that guy. Well, not jumped on him, jumped at him. And, was like freaking out, so. Yeah, nope. No road trips for Robert just yet. He's still getting used to his new home and everything. Who we got there? Istanbul and Johnny. What's going on this morning, guys? It's a little chilly out, like 47 degrees. Supposed to get up to 75 today. I took this truck to took it out Friday night. And then when I got back in it to leave, it wouldn't start. Sat there for like 20 minutes and it wouldn't start. And I called an Uber to come get me. Locked it up, and I'm sitting there, and it was like 15 minutes away. And I had been trying to get the thing started. It wouldn't start. And so like right before the maybe 5 minutes before the Uber got there, I waited like 10 minutes. I went in and tried to start it again. It fired right up. So I had to cancel the Uber. They still charged me $6. Still charged me $6. But that's fine. I mean, I called the guy out of his way to come pick me up. And because I was basically stranded. Then old trucky got right back up again. I don't know. I may have flooded it a little bit. But when I checked the carburetor, it wasn't like, it was dry almost. I don't know. So we're taking a chance. We may get stranded again here in a little bit. And, yep, that'll be that. It's a sunny day. We're gonna go to Jittery Joe's Coffee. I know that coffee shop's open. It's a nice spot. We've been there before. Last week I had to go to like 3 different coffee shops before I found a place that was open. So we're not doing that today. We're just going straight to one that I know is going to be open and has good coffee. So I can't read all your comments right now as I'm driving down the road, and the print is super small. Is that Sly or Sky? Hey Sky, good morning. I put my garden together yesterday. I've got 2 little raised beds in the backyard, and I got some plants going and those things yesterday. Got the little sprinkler system set up for them and everything, and I hope I Robert-proof them because he likes to dig in them. But I had put some stuff around it, some metal fencing type stuff around it. So hopefully he won't get in there and dig my plants up. I got tomatoes, cucumbers, bell peppers. It's gonna be nice. Good thing about Sunday morning, there's no traffic, you know? Anyway, dun, 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 dun. I got this song Queen stuck in my head. Under pressure. Under pressure. Puts it down on me. I don't know why. I haven't heard that song in a while. Normally, it's the last song I hear, and that gets stuck in my head. But I haven't even heard that song in forever, and it's stuck in my head. I don't know. I'm weird. Strange. There's another guy that has a truck with a different road. But I've seen a couple of these trucks in people's yards. And I'd be interested to go visit them. You know, talking about good old trucks and stuff. The flowers are blooming. The only flowers I planted are my rose bushes, so those are going to be easy. And I may not get many roses this year, but next year I'll have a bunch of them. I have 6 rose bushes, different colors too. It's going to be pretty. Going to be pretty. So how are you doing, Istanbul? I made some guacamole, talking about avocados and stuff, and I was like, man, I hadn't had guacamole in a while, so I bought some avocados. I made some guacamole, and I ate a bunch of it last night. It was super good. That was basically my dinner. Just chips and guacamole. But there, you know, guacamole has avocado, onions. You know, it's not just avocado. With some seasoning and stuff like that in there. Some recipes call for tomatoes in their guacamole, but I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I like tomatoes, but in guacamole, I don't know. Didn't sound right to me, so I did not add tomatoes to my guac. How much gas I got? I got plenty of gas. There's the one of the few gas stations that has non-ethanol in it. That's where I get my gas for this truck. I don't drive it enough to put the other stuff in. I don't guess you have that type of hey Liz, good morning. Here in the United States, they use at least 10% ethanol in the gas mixture to keep the gas cheaper. And they make that from corn. But if you let it sit in your tank, it'll produce condensation. And that's not good. So I put non-ethanol in this truck because this thing wasn't designed for that. I mean, it can run non-ethanol, but I'd have to make sure I kept the tank. I had to keep driving it a lot to burn the fuel up, and I don't. And this jackass is just swerving all over the place. There you go, speed demon. It's always late for church. Flying up behind me, want to get around me and stuff. Hey, if you want to be a bus driver, you can get paid like $30 an hour for a school bus driver. $30 an hour to drive kids around. I don't know if that's even enough. Being a school bus driver, man, I don't know. Well, and one way to look at it is that they don't have as many kids on the buses anymore. So that's a good thing. Because everybody, I know down here, everybody like picks their kids up, you know, and drops them off by themselves. I almost missed my turn to hit the brakes. This does not have anti-lock brakes. This has, let's see how far we can leave a skid mark brakes. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, you should not tailgate in this truck. Because if somebody stops in front of you, it's not gonna stop on a dime. Guys looking at me like, what the hell? Who we got on here? The one and only Nicole retracted their message. Johnny B. You heard it? I could have gone around, but I was like, damn it. One time I left the emergency brake on, and it started smoking the back wheel because I drove it with the emergency brake on, and all this smoke was coming out of the back of the truck. I was like, holy shit. Catch the thing on fire, so I had to hop in, take the brake off, drive it up down the road, let it cool down, because I didn't want it to just sit there and smolder. Hello. What we got up here today? All kinds of good stuff, huh? I'm going to have a lemon Danish, a blueberry muffin, and a large black coffee.
Did you want the medium or dark roast?
Medium would be fine.
$11.
Yep. Thank you. Nobody here. Not yet, anyway. Thank you. John. Well, he took the umbrellas away, so I can't prop my phone up. That's not good. Hey, Ramesh, how's it going? We got this miniature library here. Maybe we can get a book out of it and use it to prop my phone up with. Mistaken identity. Let's see here. I think 3 big books work. You have these little libraries. And you can see them different places around town, and people just take books and put books in. And yeah, it's a little free thing people do. It's not too cold out here. There we go. Got my book prop. Ta-da! Good old Ramesh. I know, right? All this wonderful stuff that I'm doing. Everything is good. Nice and quiet. My first sip of coffee for the day. Delish. I overslept this morning. Got up at 7:50 and I'm doing my live in 10 minutes. That's kind of wasteful. Woo. Lemon. So I got all up, got dressed, fed Robert, and got out the door in like 8 minutes. I know, right? Uh-oh. Johnny got himself a new pistol. Now that's going against your savings for your night vision. I thought you were prioritizing your funds for the night vision goggles. That's Good. John's our security guy here in this chat. Mr. Pew Pew. So what else is everybody doing this morning? The CBI Coffee Bureau. Huh. It only took me about 8 minutes to get ready, get in the truck, and it fired right up because I drove it Friday. I hope it doesn't get stuck again. I didn't even check to find out why. When I got home, I drove it. I got home, it's late. I didn't bother popping the hood to see what else was going on with it. And then this morning, it fired up just fine. The joys of having an old truck. We got mulch on sale at Lowe's for like $2 a bag. That's why I drove the truck. This morning I'm going to go by Lowe's and get maybe like 10 more bags of mulch for the yard. $2 a bag, that's a pretty good deal. It's every spring they do that. They do that with your soil and your mulch. You'll get some. They sell that stuff cheap. The mulch and the soil and potting soil, garden soil, all that stuff, soil. Can encourage you to buy all the plants. It's like, well, the soil is cheap. I gotta buy the soil. It's cheap. And then you buy it. And you're like, well, I got the soil. I might as well get the plants. You know. I kept it really simple as far as yard work goes. We gotta get Ramesh's green card, his passport and his green card. Get him over here, let him hang out for a while. Ramesh can crash at my place, stay for about a month, get to see what America's like. We'll do a GoFundMe and save up some money for Ramesh to come to the United States. What's up, Terry? You slacker. You should have been here already. Yeah, get Ramesh out here and show him America. Take him to Atlanta. Let him see one of our crazy cities. They don't honk their horns a lot like they do in India, though. You honk your horn at somebody in Atlanta, you probably get somebody fighting you. You probably get in a fight. I know this is a good little group we got going on this morning while I stuff my face. It's my whole meal, my breakfast. I wonder where Istanbul went. I told her about making avocado guacamole. I use called for jalapeno peppers, and I use serrano peppers instead. That's right, guys. Appreciate getting up for me. I'm so honored. What is this deal back here behind me? Oh, Papa John's beside me. Papa John's. I like Domino's pizza. Let's do that. Which pizza? Let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. And give me a second to type this in. Here we go. Our poll has been started. You guys can, yep. My neighbor 2 doors down that drives his truck, he's got an old Chevy. He just, around 6 o'clock every night, he cranks it for like 5 minutes and revs it up, and then it turns it off. He finally drove it down the road. Finally had to get gas for it. Yeah. Somebody's got their crotch rocket going. He did. What? You got flirted at Papa John's, Johnny B? No, that's a motorcycle. We call those crotch rockets. Some people call them rice burners. But they're the little fast motorcycles that you kind of lean down in. You never say you didn't like it. 34-hour rest. Where are you located, Terry, this morning? You've already told me, I'm sure. Was he cute? Let's find out if Johnny's got a new boyfriend. And you got Little Caesars. It only lets me to put 4 options in there. Little Caesars is good for kids. If you got a bunch of kids and you just want to give them a pizza, $6. I think it used to be $5, but now it's like $6. But still, they have the grab and go pizzas for $6. You can get 4 or 5 of those guys. And kids only like cheese and pepperoni anyway. Boom, you're done. I used to do that. You guys want pizza? Yeah! Yeah, you gotta show it live, Johnny B. So you get banned, like I did. Uh-oh, Terry's bunk buddy on the road again. That's funny. This muffin is stuck to the paper. I'm having to peel it off in chunks. Blueberry. Trey, what's going on, Trey? Nice of you to join us on this brisk Sunday morning. I'm still hungry, though. It's not a very filling breakfast. Living the dream. Are you living the dream, or are you living in a dream? I know. I went to these super great clips, and they butchered my hair. I know. Gonna let it grow out. I don't care. Man, it's just not sticking up everywhere, right? You and Johnny getting sword fights. Oh, man. Yeah, the muffins are not very filling. They taste really good though. I had one of the little birds yesterday next to my feet, a Carolina wren, little bitty brown guy. I see him all the time. Man, he was making this completely different. He was singing a completely different song. I had no idea what bird it was. It sounded completely foreign to me. So I pulled out my little bird app, let it do its thing. And I saw it on the fence post making that noise. Like, where did that come from, little guy? And then there's, I was adjusting the camera that's watching the bird feeder. And I'm just sitting there kind of fiddling with it. And this bird lands like right in front of my face, a little yellow and gray guy, and just starts eating. And I'm like, hi, little guy. No, he didn't get me mad. I'm mad at the people who cut my hair. It's trash. Oh, I didn't stream my gameplay. I don't stream on Saturdays. It's my one day off. My one day off from YouTube. I actually did pretty good, though, so you might be a bad luck charm there, Terry. I'm trying so hard to make it look good for you and the other guys watching that I mess up. Crows are the best. Hey, Mars. We got some crows. I like it when the red-winged hawk flies over. I've got a couple of those nearby. And the screech from those things. Yeah. And crows and take things. But they don't come in my backyard. I still got a lot. I got the cowbirds. I have a lot of those for some reason. They decided to live close by. And then the female cowbird, yeah, it took me a little bit to figure out which one that was. But yeah, the only bad thing about the cowbirds is they're bigger, and they're the size of a robin. And then when they hit the bird feeder, they just spill bird seed all over the place. I have the gay woodpeckers, yep. So I started taking some, I got another actual camera, and I was going to take some shots of the different ones. Maybe share a little collage of different birds come through the backyard. Oh no, Trey. She doesn't get on here, does she, Trey? You still purty, girl. She's like, oh, really? I didn't know. Thank you. You don't have one of those wives that's like, all right, what did you do? It's like, I didn't do anything. Try to buy flowers for somebody and they automatically think you did something wrong. And you're like, no, actually, I was thinking about you and I bought some flowers. Thank you, stereotypes. One time I bought flowers and they're like, what'd you do? I was like, I didn't do anything. So I could have bought you some chicken and mashed and potatoes for you to make dinner instead. Calls up exes and I don't talk to my ex. And if by some chance she ever watches one of these videos, she can rot. I don't want her to die, though. I want her to have like a lot of illnesses and live to be 100 years old, so she's in pain for the next 60 years. That's what I want for her. Yep. I want her to get like lose organs and like be on some kind of machine and stuff and that kind of thing. Be stuck to a wheelchair. Yeah. Oh, they want us, yeah. Recent ex? Well, I just text her. Rachel's a good person. We didn't have like a falling out. It's just we kind of grew apart. she's still a great person. I don't have anything against her. We just couldn't live together anymore. And yeah, the one I was married to for 16 years. She's the one who could have multiple diseases and lose organs and live off machines for the rest of her life, and I'd be happy. My first wife. Yeah, that's the one I wish all the damnation to. Yeah. If I would get in trouble, I'd give you your information. You guys could harass her for me. Kick rocks and break toes. Yeah, maybe a couple bouts with cancer, not breast cancer, just some other kind of random cancer that's really hard to cure. Maybe lose a kidney. Things like that. It's not a crime. Yeah. It would make me so happy to see her struggling down the street with a dialysis machine or something like that. That'd be great. Hey JT, Mr. Bushcraft, how's it going this morning? We had some pastries, sipping on my coffee, and talking trash about my ex-wife. I've been here a couple of times on Sundays, and the gentleman here that's deaf, and he made little motions and stuff towards me, and he was here a couple of times. He wasn't here today, or not here yet anyway. Oh, you went cook some eggs camping? See, when I go camping, I take like beef jerky and granola bars, so I don't have to cook. I take like beef jerky, some granola bars, maybe some apples or something like that, and then I don't have to worry about cooking. Because then you got to carry all kinds of other crap with you, and I'm like, I don't need to carry all that junk. You flipped the deaf guy. I did not flip him off. I said, hey, how you doing? He was a really nice guy. He kind of make gestures, and the way he did it, I could understand. He was asking if I enjoyed my coffee in a way, He pointed at his coffee like, good. And I'm like, yeah. Stuff like that. Try to get Robert. I could take Robert camping. I want to take him hiking. We can do that stuff. I took the second week of April off. So maybe I can go around and find some trails, some little parks in the area. I can take him with me. We can go camping. That'd be good. Oh, my dad's on here. Hey, Dad. Joe's my dad. He lives in Tennessee. Thanks for joining us for drinking coffee in front of Jittery Joe's today. Bushcraft's in Kentucky. Terry's the truck driver. He's on a 34-hour cool down. That's weird. With being a truck driver, you can only drive so many hours a day, so many miles or something like that. I know there's a bunch of rules for driving a truck. You don't keep a paper log anymore, do you, Terry? Do you keep or is it digital now? I imagine if you work for a company and you're using their truck, they got something in there that digitally calculates where you've been and stuff. Yeah. Because I know those guys they pull truckers over and check their logs and things like that. Yeah, you can't cheat the digital version. I know at the post office, the newer vehicles will tattle on you if you don't wear your seatbelt. So each morning you pull up a report, and it'll tell you how many miles somebody drove in a postal vehicle without their seatbelt. And then, you know, you can come up to them and say, right here, it says you didn't wear your seatbelt. You're supposed to wear it all the time. So, there you can. Everything's monitored now. Everything's digitized and monitoring you. There's no fudging it anymore. Jeez, that's confusing. You're driving to 14. Driving this, that's 3 hours of loading and unloading. You get a 10-hour break. 70 hours a week. Damn. That was digital tattletales. Couldn't you leave us alone? I'm trying to do our job, damn it. I feel fine. But there are videos that people have, like some people work for companies, and they have the camera that watches you in the cab of the truck. That's creepy. With this video, you'll see I saw a couple where the guy's like driving, he starts nodding off, and then he ends up in some like median or ditch, and he gets thrown all inside the cab, and things go flying everywhere. Electronic logging device. Damn. You gotta do maintenance, loading, and meals for 3 hours? You should be happy you got 34 hours of rest. And you get to watch me. Oh, birdie. Little sparrow. The sparrows at McDonald's are fat. Figure that if you ever pay attention to the birds at McDonald's, not so much Chick-fil-A and other restaurants, but McDonald's, the birds around McDonald's are fat. Because they eat all the fries and pieces that people leave behind. You know, people who eat McDonald's aren't really the neatest people. I'm included, sometimes just leaving crumbs behind. But they'll eat the fries and stuff off the ground, and then they get fat. If they want to do if you want to do a study on the effects of McDonald's on people's bodies, then you need to just catch a couple of fat sparrows at McDonald's and see what their cholesterol level is. You were like, damn. Hey, Blue, how's it going? Only wear your yellow vest. Just drive just your boxers and your yellow vest only. Yeah, I was working with this one guy, and we stopped at the McDonald's, and we're sitting in the van, and you see all these little fat birds flying around everywhere. And then he's like, I didn't really pay attention to it. I was early 20s. I didn't think nothing about it. But he's like, hey, watch this. He broke off a French fry and threw it on the dash of the van, and like 5 or 6 birds just jumped up there and were fighting over the French fries. So we kept chunking little fries on there, fat little birds. So yeah, they'll catch you if you turn in the inside camera. You could really play the Tourette's thing then, Terry. Just start cussing random stuff out loud if they turn the inside camera on your truck. If they turn it on. They may already have it on. You don't know about it. Just saying. It just starts screaming and cussing. I didn't do much of anything yesterday. Just sat in the backyard and chilled. It may be on. You know, they can turn the little light off and make it look like it's turned off, and they're recording you the whole time. That's one thing I'm surprised they didn't do with the new post office vehicles. They didn't put cameras watching the driver. But they have these rules where you can't take pictures inside the post office because you could accidentally get somebody's information in the picture with their mail and packages. So I think that's the reason why they did not put a camera on the inside of the vehicle, because you would, if the footage, they're super paranoid about somebody's address getting their picture taken, the envelope or something like that. Hey, F50, have you had your coffee this morning? That's the only reason I can think of. But they got all this other data they collect all the time, like the seatbelt thing. Yeah. You got the lens covered. I love that when people put Post-it notes on their laptop to cover the laptop camera. Just like, they're watching me all the damn time. It's like, if they're that bored and watching me, jeez, they really looking for work. But the new laptops have this little slide thing you can turn the cover the camera up with. You don't have to use a Post-it note. Yeah. Get you some coffee, Blue. What's up, Eric? Eric from the Stardashians. Just sitting here having some coffee. Already ate a Danish and a muffin, and we're talking about cameras inside vehicles. Falling asleep, Ramesh? We'll get you some. Get some tea. We should get some. Well, I'm in the Athens, Georgia area. And it's not a big town, but there's plenty of coffee shops. And then Sunday morning this early, they're practically empty. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. What are you gonna do if the self-driving trucks take over? Yeah. It's a little creepy, all the different things they can monitor you with. But each thing is there's other variables involved, not just because you're just trying to speed going down the road. Anyway. Amarillo. That's where you snatched her, Wesley. They had a sale on them in Amarillo, so I went up there and picked me one up. I know, but they're trying to push them. They're pushing those robots to start taking over manufacturer jobs. I was listening to a thing about that. It's like, yeah, you're going to bring manufacturing jobs back to the United States, but they'll have to build these plants again, the manufacturing plants. They have to build them. A lot of them have been torn down or converted or something like that, right? So if you bring new manufacturing jobs to the United States and they build this whole factory, they're probably going to fill it with a bunch of robots as well. Just saying. Just saying. You'll bring jobs back, but it's not going to be like it was in the 60s and 70s or 80s, It's going to have a bunch of android robots walking around, picking things up, putting things in boxes. Yeah, Terry's not human anyway. He should change his name to Abnorm. Skynet is here. It's too late. Exactly. You look at the videos, you go down that rabbit hole of the internet, you'll see a lot of those. Now, they're not fast and agile like a human and make split decisions based on whatever's going on around them like that. But if they're just sitting there, putting something in a box over and over again, or, and the machines are automated, I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell. I know Amazon loves those robots. They keep showing those things off in their warehouses. Datsun warehouses. Hey, Brock, how's it going? My dad owned a Datsun, little bitty car. They're Nissan now. I don't know. They're rocking the boat, making a lot of changes. Oh yeah, and the AI is creepy as hell too. Some of it's like if you call somebody up now, business or whatever, a company, it's this thing that sounds like a human. It's an AI answering your questions. And if it sounds just a little odd, I'll throw some random question in there and it's like, let's stay on topic. You're like, damn robot. Yeah, Terry, come on down this way. Daihatsu Charade. Huh. I've heard of that. I don't think I remember seeing what it looked like, though. Nissan Sentra 2. Oh, okay, you got the Nissan 2 weeks ago. Okay. Nissan's a good little car. They'll keep going and going and going. No doubt about that. Just change the oil like you're supposed to. Plymouth Voyeur. My dad can corroborate this story. We had a Volkswagen Golf, a little hatchback car that didn't, the transmission was jacked up in it. And I convinced him to let me drive it to school every once in a while because, I finally got my license. I didn't want to be that teenager riding a bus. And it didn't have any reverse gears. It only went forward. So I drive it to the end of the neighborhood, make a U-turn, and leave. And when I got to school, I had to make sure I parked at a spot that I could pull straight out of because I had no reverse gears. That's how desperate it was for me to want to drive to school. Some Angry Birds again, jeez. And then the other gear started messing up. And the muffler fell off of it one time, driving down the road. It sounded like somebody just kicked in the Jake brake going down a hill when that thing fell off. Oh my gosh. I know, right? The people I knew in school figured it out pretty quick because I say stuff and I tell them myself. So they would purposely park something in front of me, and I'd have to sit there and wait and tell them to move their stuff out of the way so I can drive away. Finally, the transmission just went completely out on it. I don't know what he did. He traded in, got something out of it, sold it or something like that. Yeah. They'd pop the clutch, get the thing to start. Yeah. Done that a few times too. Remember that 76 Pontiac Grand Prix? That tank, that red tank? Had like a 400 big block in it or something. Horrible, horrible gas mileage. It was worse than my truck. It was horrible. And drove it around. But you had to keep feeding it oil all the time or it would, it was leaking pretty bad. So you had to put as much oil in it as you did gas most times. And finally it started knocking. Didn't put enough oil in there like I was supposed to. I don't know whose fault it was, but things started knocking. Had to get rid of it. Pontiac Catalina with Corinthian leather. Yeah, you had that little red Datsun. I remember that car. Drove that little thing everywhere. That was a little stick shift. You're hard. You're hard on cars, though, Dad. I have to say. You don't give them any slack, or you used not to. My dad was a insurance salesman, basically door to door. He'd correct me if I'm wrong, but he drove the hell out of those little cars, and he just drove them into the ground, just like, yeah. The passenger floorboard full of candy wrappers. $300 for that Pontiac, and then think you sold it for $50 or something like that. That Pontiac Grand Prix at 76, if you rock the steering wheel, the whole car would just wave like a boat. And the door was 10 feet long or something like that. You'd have to. It was a workout just to open and close the door to get in the damn thing. I don't know what Pontiac was thinking with that car. It was so damn heavy and had that giant ass engine in it. Joe's my dad. That's my dad, Joe. I don't know if all that steel was actually safe. I know that if I get in a bad accident in that truck, it's going to be pretty bad for me. Yeah. They're talking about some of the simple things like the steering wheel. It's just a rod pointed right at my chest that goes down into the truck. And if you hit a collision, that rod's going to shoot up into you if the front end gets caved in on an accident or something like that. So, yeah. And the whole inside is steel. It's all metal. Sorry about Malcolm. Up yours, Terry. I guess I need to change oil in the truck. I haven't done it yet. But I haven't really driven it either, you know. I'll be all right, yeah. I'll be fine. What time is it? Let's look at the time. Well, we almost spent an hour here. Not too shabby. I thought that was Mary for a second. Mary Giggs, a little blue car. Somebody just pulled up in one that looks just like her. No, I don't, Terry. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Somebody posted a video of these kids dancing to like some Christian music in this open room, and the dancing is horrible. And somebody commented, "This is why I can't get my chicken on Sundays at Chick-fil-A." Bunch of teenage kids and people just, you know. All right, Dad, have a good day, man. Have a good day in your new Nissan. You saw that one too? This is why I can't eat my chicken on Sundays. Did you guys watch my, well, it's a members only video. I'll release it to the public later on. It's my opinion about crazy people. Later, Joe. He used to get up at like 5 in the morning every day. I'm tired now. I've been tired for a long time. So he just kind of just wakes up and gets up and goes where he wants to when he wants to, you know. I'm not used to that. So yeah. You know Chick-fil-A now? Well, there it is. I'll show you the picture of a Chick-fil-A. Ta-da! Completely empty. Nobody there. No, he went and he does his little morning routine. I'm sure he's gone to get a newspaper or something like that. I'm fairly confident that he still gets the newspaper, the paper copy. He'll do the puzzles, some other little things in there. Some other old man stuff. Talked to my sister yesterday. She had her own little live stream going on. She's in Washington State. And she has some raised beds, but she's got 2 dogs. And they're just jumping in there digging. And she's like, "Stop, guys. Stop. Get out of the garden. Stop." I'm like, you need to put something around those things. It's like the parents with the crazy kids, and they're just like in a super calm voice. "All right, guys, you need to calm down. Stop. That's not how we act in public." I just think, was it the Medea movie? Kid was mouthing off. He like smacks him 3 times or something like that. Gets him to shut up. I got smacked a couple of times as a kid. Look at me, it turned out fine. My dad would thump me on the back of the head. That would hurt like hell. Just pop. She had these 2 dogs forever. Gosh, I'm surprised they're still alive. Pinch your underarm? Why did they pinch your arm? Underarm at that. So if there was a mark, nobody would see it. Reach up in there. Or grab your ear. What was that about? You know, drag you around by your ear. It hurts. I bet it does. Getting pinched on the backside of your arm. Oh yeah, that hurts like hell. Oh, there's a cool old Chevy. You do see a bunch of old cars like my that look way better than my truck. People drive on Sunday mornings because there's no traffic. My friend across the street used to had to go get a switch. His mom, he would say something. We were in there playing, hanging out, or in the yard or something like that, or whatever. And he would do something wrong, and she would tell him, "Go get me a switch." He'd have to get a switch, bring it back, and then she'd whip him with it. They didn't care back in the day. Boy, he would have lines all down to the back of his legs and his butt because he would squirm and she'd be whipping with that switch. And I just, I'm gonna go home now. Get him off my bicycle. Oh, I'm out of here. Oh gosh, he would get in trouble all the time. Go get me a switch. His mom was a great cook, though. She made everything from scratch. And she used to make these biscuits from scratch. Man, those things were so good. And she'd make a whole tray of them, like 2 dozen of them or something like that. She wouldn't make just a few. She'd make a lot of them. Go ahead and call the cops. How dare you? Now you get arrested. Here, hold my beer. Yeah. Hold my beer. Watch this. There's some viral video, kids mouthing off to their moms to see how their dad would react. Somebody put a collage of those videos together, and the kids like running from the dad. Lodi, stare much? Jeez. There you go, lady. Turn around. There you go. Nope. You gonna pass it? She just lost his last year's Easter egg. Yeah, give you something to cry about was another one. Jeez. Some of the things they would say. Keep around, I'll give you something to cry about. Oh boy, he cried about something. That would puzzle me. It's like, what else could I be crying about? Did something else happen while you were punishing me? What could possibly have been going on that I need to have something else to cry about? Just make something up. Oh man. What are some other stupid stuff parents used to say? To sit down and shut up. There's so many things that our parents did. If you did them today, you'd get arrested. It's illegal. Yeah. all that type of stuff. Spoon, broom. I don't know about the broom. Take their shoe off, smack you with a shoe. Just whatever they had at their disposal. I didn't have to deal with that, but yeah, we were somewhat civilized. My parents were using coat hangers and stuff. I guess we were a little more civilized for our neighborhood. But I remember Jason across the street getting whipped with a switch. You could hear him down the street screaming. Fly swatter backwards. You just nowadays, if you even have a fly swatter, you're like, "Ooh, get that gross thing away from me! It's got bug guts all over it." Now the biggest punishment is you take their cell phone away, and they get to do a complete meltdown. That's the biggest punishment you can do to them now, is take their cell phone away. I had the internet hooked up at the house where I could remote into it and kill the internet while I was at work at the house. Pull the Xbox, yep. But the I'll call trauma, right? Oh my gosh. I still cannot fathom and understand people's fear of letting their kids ride the school bus. It baffles me. And there's one girl, she's like, "Well, I know the things I experienced on the bus. I don't want my kids experiencing that. It's got to be worse now." It's like, it turned out fine. It's like, what the hell? Get on that bus and ride. But yeah, I gotta show you I gotta take some video of these car lines at schools. They're like a mile long. I'm not exaggerating. These things down the street, around the block. People waiting in their cars for hours to pick their kid up and be the first one in line. Hours. Just so their kid doesn't have to ride the bus. I was like, they got all cell phones and stuff now. They're just gonna be like this the whole time. You know? We got in fights on the bus because we had nothing else to do. Throw stuff at each other, make a mess, call each other names. But now they got tablets and smartphones. They'd be plenty entertained. And they can record the incident. So-and-so was attacking me and I got it on video. And they got cameras inside the buses. I think buses are safer now than they used to be. See the lines, it's crazy. What lines are we talking about? Get on that bus. Roman, my son, he got into pre-K. I took him the first day. He was 4 years old. And then second day I had to pick him up by his backpack and put him on the steps of the bus. I was like, "Here you go, buddy." He was excited. He wanted to get on the bus. The lines for the schools are insane. They're totally insane. I know down in Morgan County, I would drive by there, it'd be like 1:30 in the afternoon, or even 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and they're just so they could be the first one in line and sit there and read a book for like 2.5 hours every day to pick a kid up. I'm like, geez. Obviously, it's a one-income household. One of the parents is not working. They got time to sit there and wait on them all day long. I don't know. Yeah. I picked my kids up if they were sick, or if they had a doctor's appointment after school, and I didn't make sure they got to this doctor's appointment, things like that. But just because they bring them home? Nah. Happy birthday, get on the bus. Have fun. I mean, my thing is, if you don't let them experience some of that stuff, um, how are they going to handle public transportation in the real world? Uphill both ways and 3 foot of snow, Terry. I had to walk to school. Uphill both ways. 30 foot of snow. Neighbor's dog would chase me half the way. And I had holes in the bottom of my shoes. Sometimes I'd only have one sock on. You kids got it made. No kids should have to go to school on their birthday. I don't get off work for my birthday. What does that teach them? What you do is you send them to school anyway. Make sure that all the little friends and classmates and teachers know it's their birthday. And then when they get there, they embarrass them all day long. It's great. Your nephew likes to flex his twig muscles. The glass rusty nails everywhere. Yep. People, grown ass people. It's my birthday. I ain't doing shit. Get to work, damn it. You're not 12. You're not 8 anymore. You know. You should be able to smoke weed on your birthday. Happy birthday. Toke on this, boy. You'd catch rides and stuff like that with people. You know. I don't know. Back in the drink out of the water hose. All those other little cliches people say all the time growing up. You'd have to wear hand-me-down clothes and things like that. I don't want to wear my brother's clothes. Well, he's older than you and bigger, and you've grown up into him. Why should I have to buy new clothes again? Chirpy, 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 chirp. Instead of 14 hours on the birthday. I was at the post office, had this lady, it was her birthday, and she was going around asking people what they got her for her birthday. And everybody's looking at her like, what are you talking about? It's my birthday, you didn't give me anything for my birthday? Mm-hmm. She thought she was all that in a bag of chips. And a couple people were like, you're a grown person? Beats hand-me-down sister clothes. Yeah. I'm not wearing this dress, Mom. Girls don't even wear dresses anymore. When's the last time you've seen a young girl wear a dress? And it's not like some formal, thing. Just casually wearing a dress. They don't wear them anymore. I think dresses would be more comfortable. I don't think you'd get as hot in a dress as you would with jeans and a shirt or something like that. But now they wear like booty shorts and stuff like that. But I don't know. I bet you did, Terry. Were they confused about your identity? They didn't know which way you wanted to go. They thought you wanted to be a girl, so they put you in dresses. Terry was Amish. He's got the beard for it. He's got the beard for being Amish. Now we just gotta get him the hat. I've got his mailing address. We'll get him a hat. Send him an Amish hat to wear. I don't gloss over them. They go by pretty fast sometimes. I've been reading your stuff, Terry. Yeah, I heard about what you did on your 16th birthday. Oh gosh, we're talking different magazines to get for his new toy. Magpul sounds bigger. You seen those magazines that have like 30 rounds? They stick out of the bottom of the pistol, and it's like 5 times longer than the pistol itself. It's like a walking stick. 7 5/8 hat. Okay. You got a big head like me. I think I wore 7.5 in the Army. Yep. Get off me. I don't think he's on me. If you got the mag long enough, it could be a walking stick. Oh, your horn works, jackass. He's not on me. This is personal space. This is my bubble. Jeez, Wes. Oh, we're gonna have neighbors. I said, oh, I'm gonna have neighbors. And they're like, let's go inside. They're girls. Am I that creepy? The table's right there. And they're about to sit down beside me 2 seconds ago. And I mentioned to you guys, oh, look, I got neighbors. And they're both like, let's go inside. Creepy old guy talking to his phone. Jeez. I had to get a refill. Refill, not refull. I'm just hogging the whole outside area. There's other tables down there. I'll probably move down there so I don't creep people out. I don't know. I'll let you guys watch the entrance of the Jittery Joe's while I go inside and get me a refill. Move my shirt up down here, a couple tables down. My borrowed books. I don't want people to feel weird. I can make the same argument about them. Making me feel weird sitting beside me. What did I miss? He was a man pool instead of a mag pool. Sit in the corner and says, yeah. There we go. Now I'm not being a weirdo guy. Sit in the corner. Sit in the corn cob. Sit on the corn. You're still using voice detection. You're not even driving right now, Terry. Why am I small today? I don't know. I don't have the big person filter on. You can do a green screen? I didn't know that. There's my garden. Hey, it'll let me do green screen. I didn't even realize that. I just hit a button by mistake. There's my bird feeder. There's the little guy. That little guy is not shy at all. He's the one who got real close to me. There we go. Turn that off. It's just your typing skills. Roberto's at the house. I don't really take him on trips because that one the other day he tried to chew a guy's arm off. So I'm not sure how he's going to act around people too much just yet. And I don't want to take the risk of him actually biting somebody. So, yeah. I look big compared to the Papa John's behind me. Let's look at our poll. What everybody likes so far. Pizza Hut is everybody's favorite so far. Or is winning, I should say, with 37%. It's your typing skills. Last week, we went to that Choco coffee place or whatever. A guy named Tony. Why do I remember his name? I don't know. He gave me a refill for free. But there's no place to sit. So I didn't go back there. That guy had heroin? Did I miss something about heroin? Wes wants a man pool, and Terry was talking about corn cobs, and then somehow our conversation went to that guy had heroin. That gay had heroin? Or the guy had gay? Or the heroin had gay? Or the heroin had guy? I'm confused, Wesley. The dog attacked. Oh, the guy had... Okay. He had drugs on him. There we go. I was like, what the hell is he talking about? He had to have something, because one little sniff of that guy, and he wanted to, like, attack him straight up. Lunged at the guy. So I was like, yeah, let's go back to the house. I want to take in places like, people take their dogs to like Lowe's and Home Depot and all these other places and bring them in stores and stuff like that. But like some places, now if it's not a service animal, it's just your pet, why are you bringing them up to the restaurants? I don't understand that part either. Some people take them everywhere. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about, Wes. I was like, heroin guy? You guy? What? The gay heroin guy. This heroin is fabulous. You really want to lose weight? We'll just take this awesome, fabulous heroin. Oh, I know what I can do. Nope, we can't do that one. And is it gonna let me move it? Nope, it's dead center. I was gonna do a picture of Robert in the background. It's not letting me choose any more recent pictures. It's just like this limited selection of pictures. Can't even see Robert. There's Robert. Sleeping in his bed. There he is. If I back up, you can see Robert now. I do that too well. Come on, guys. You lose so much weight with this fabulous heroin. Just a little bit will do good. Did that too good. You did the Mr. Burns. Excellent. If you purchase this heroin, I'm guaranteed to lose 15 pounds. Do the Mr. Burns instead. Oh, my viewership dropped when I did the gay voice. Jeez. Got like 10 people on here, and now I'm down to 3. Impersonations are some people are so picky and offended. Now that's a beard. Holy shit. You got nothing on that guy, Terry. His beard's so big, it's blowing back both ways while he's riding his bicycle. That's how big his beard is. Gay, creepy old guy, thanks. I'd probably be more socially accepted if I was. That's what I could do. I just pretend like I'm gay on camera all the time, get all kinds of viewers and followers. And then after like a couple years, drop a bombshell. Ha! I wasn't gay the whole time, you losers. Just play along for a couple of years, get a big following on YouTube. Do this big reveal at the end. Ta-da! I'm straight. You fooled us. Fooled us. Hello. Dressed up with a hat and everything. I'm not gifted. I am not doing that, Terry. That's it. You get a 10-second timeout for Terry. 10-second timeout for you in the corn with the corn cob. Timeout Terry. He's Tourette's Terry, Timeout Terry. He's got all kinds of good nicknames. I love messing with Terry though. He can take it, he can handle it. Even Blue came back, I know, right? People come, people go. It's all right. We're all just sitting here together, enjoying a cup of coffee in the morning sun and the birds chirping. It's a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. Remember my watch time? I do that creepy voice, the soothing creepy voice for like 5 minutes. All right, I'm gonna put you in timeout again, Blue. I mean, Terry. Let's see how many 10-second timeouts Terry can get today. That's like how much wood could a woodchuck chuck? Oh, there's that great clips that jacked up my hair. Way over there in the distance. There it is, great clips. More like mediocre clips. Don't ask, Blue. Don't ask. Run the tight ship 10 seconds. You're out of here. Do you guys want to go to Lowe's with me and get some mulch? We could hit the road, Jack. Still no trash can around here. This place is so weird. How are you gonna have all this outdoor seating and not have a trash can out here? Well, we're going to pack up here and go to Lowe's. Let's see here. Set the coffee down. Got to take this trash inside because there's no trash can out here. Lame. Yep, timeout Terry. Do you guys experience this where you live? It can't be just a Georgia thing. And I'm not trying to sound mean, but it's always black women. And they'll have their phone on speakerphone. And even though it's right in front of their face, they basically scream into the phone the whole time they're walking down the street like a crazy person. They'll hold it out in front of them like, yeah, I told him, blah, 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 blah. Or they'll have the earpieces in and they're just screaming themselves. They're like true crazy people. This woman is like a block down the street and I can still hear her talking to herself on the phone. I don't know. Let's get this set up. What you looking at? That's in the drug district. This person just taking a stroll. She's like, blah, 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 blah. Gonna do it again. Come on, damn it, you stupid truck! This is what I did the other day. Well, we're sitting here in the truck for a while. It drove just fine this morning getting here. We'll see how long it takes before I can get this thing to start up. Doesn't look like we're going anywhere. Why? When it's cold, it'll crank up just fine. Now that I drove it a little bit, I want to crank it again. Nothing. It doesn't even sputter. It doesn't even try anything. It just turns over forever. I think it might be the fuel pump. Leo! Good morning, Leo! Let's take a walk. We're gonna go to AutoZone. Is it open? I think it's open. I'm gonna get some spray, something I can spray in the carburetor. And AutoZone's across the street over there. So we're gonna walk over there and see if I can't get some something I can spray in the carburetor, get this thing fired up. I'll do like that lady and start screaming at my phone down the street. I don't know why. Something's going on with it. I think it has something to do with the fact that the engine's hot and now it doesn't want to crank. Because this morning, it fired right up. It instantly started right up, no problem. And it used not to do that. This is a whole new problem with it. I don't know. Do a little jaywalking here. See if I get hit by something. Dang truck. I was hesitant to even take the truck this morning. I need one of those switches where you can turn the engine over while you're looking inside the hood. I've seen other people do that on YouTube. They have this little switch that they can crank the car or truck from under the hood. And it's a little toggle switch, and you hit the switch and it'll turn it over like you're turning the key. I needed one of those in there because Friday night I went to that comedy show in the truck, and as we're leaving it wouldn't crank. That's why I called the Uber and all that stuff. There's like 30 people there. Not a single person even looked my way to even bother to ask, hey, what's going on? Anything I can do to help? Nothing like that. Bunch of jackasses. That dude just emptied out all kinds of shit all over the ground. It was like some cereal, Fruit Loops. Just a whole cup of Fruit Loops on the ground. The birds will eat it. They're sitting there waiting too. Dun, 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 we're walking to AutoZone. I don't know if I trust that. 15,000 mile protection on your oil. You gotta change it more than that. Let's see here. I know what I'm looking for, but I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, I need I got an old 77 Ford. It's not wanting to start up right away. I need something I can spray in the carburetor to get it going.
Carburetor?
Yeah.
Starting fluid?
Yeah, I guess. It's like an ethanol spray or something. I don't know what it's called. Is this what it is right here? Oh.
Yeah.
You just, is that a spray? Or?
Yeah, it's a spray.
Okay.
Some people I hear use like brake cleaner or carb cleaner or whatever. But me and my dad, when he used to work on old cars, used starting fluid.
Cool.
So it should work.
Fingers crossed, right? Hey, do you sell those devices? I've seen these on the internet where you can attach it under the hood and you can crank the vehicle from underneath the hood. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait.
It's like a little bypass that you can be under the hood and you can hit this button and it'll turn the engine over for and crank it. Some
Like
guy.
a key?
It's like a little push button. Some guy has this internet channel and he works on cars all the time and he doesn't have somebody help him, so he has this switch. He may have made it himself, I don't know. But he hits a switch and it'll turn the engine over while he's looking at while he's under the hood, so he doesn't run back and forth and stuff like that. I'll have to research that, I guess.
Yeah.
Just this then. There's no little straw in it. I guess it doesn't need one, does it?
Not really.
Nah.
I get what you're saying. I mean, it took two of us to start the engine and starting fluid. No.
There we go.
you go.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
Right now. It's like a homemade switch. I really need to research it. And I think he may have just like ran a wire from the battery straight to the starter itself. I don't know. It's like you turn the key to the on position inside, and then you go out to the underneath the hood, and that's maybe what he did. Is he had like a little switch where he could press it, it would send the electricity to the starter without having to actually turn the key all the way over. Maybe that's how he did it. There's a kid has a YouTube channel. He's got like 1 million followers. His dad helps him out a lot, but they live out in this rural area. He's called Speed Bump Garage. And this little kid does everything this car himself. He's made his own channel. He's got 1 million followers. Really cool kid. Knows his stuff. Does all of his editing and all that other good stuff too. And there goes Bearded Man, his electric bicycle again. That beard is huge. It's awesome. But every once in a while he'll say, you know, we gotta, you know, how does he phrase it? We gotta call in dad or something like that. And his dad will come out and help him if he gets stuck with something. Most of the time he does everything himself. Speed Bump Garage. He's been working on this old Ranchero. But he's the one that has the little switch for the engine thing. I gotta figure that out. That kind of makes sense to me though. If you had the key turned over to the on position and then you bypass the, with just a switch, I wonder if that would work. You want a mouth hook from your wife. Good luck with that, buddy. There it is, the old truck. The old truck that won't start. Listen here, you old bastard. Alright, I gotta set the phone down. I can't do all this and hold the phone at the same time. Ooh, shiny. Let's see here. All right, let's see if it starts. This is where I need a second person. Hey, Sybil, thanks. It's not like it's dry in there. There's nothing. Even after spraying the stuff, it sucks it in there, but it's not firing up. I think if I let it cool off long enough, it'll fire up. So maybe be sitting here at Jittery Joe's for a while. Dang it. You were sick on Friday, Assemble? I'm sorry. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, that guy had a switch. And I'm guessing he tied straight from the positive down to the starter and had a button he pushed to make it go. Something I could think of that you did. Because there's all my stuff. And nothing's disconnected. I don't have a voltmeter or anything with me. I need to carry my tools with me. But I didn't do anything the other night either. I just let it cool down and finally it cranked back up again. And once it started, it runs just fine. It's just getting it started that first time. I don't know. I'm not a expert mechanic by any means, but yeah, I don't know. I have a good knowledge and I can process elimination, figure shit out. But this is just a new problem. It just started. I'm thinking it might have something to do with the fuel pump because it's just not getting any fuel. But the fuel pump shouldn't be affected by the engine heat. That's back there in the tank. Unless it siphons the gas from up here. Fuck, I don't know. Swap it with a Chevy 350. Oh man. I'm just trying to follow shit. I think that's my fuel pump right there. It actually is. There's the fuel pump right there. Yep. So the fuel pump is by the engine. It's right there. Because I looked up the part online, I know what it looks like. So I got this tubing coming from it through a little filter going into the engine, and that's my fuel pump. It may be, I don't know. Is that my fuel pump? I don't see any wires coming out of it. It may be vacuum type or something. I don't know. Shit. It's not leaking any gas. Like I said, once it gets started, it runs just fine. It's carburetor tray. This is old school. This is 77. And you know, fuel injected in this thing. It's got a distributor cap and all that stuff. And I don't think it's out of time or anything like that because, like I said, once it gets started, it runs just fine. It doesn't hesitate or anything. It's just getting it started. Well, I'm too far away from AutoZone to have the guy help me look at it. Not that these people at these auto parts store can actually help me or not. Gotta put my shiny cover back on. Oh, the funs of an old vehicle. Yay! Look how much room I have underneath this hood, though. I could sit this whole can right there, close the hood, and there's tons of space. There's like so much vacant area around this engine compared to the vehicle today. That's my new horn I put in. I think it's comical how much room is inside here. I could attach a whole box right there and just put like starter spray and a couple other things and just house it right in there in the engine well. It's just like there's so much damn room. I don't know. It's like I said, it's turning over just fine. It's just not getting the fuel it needs to start up. I got to run inside, use the restroom. So I'll let you guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'll be back. We'll just sit here for a while. Let's see what you guys are saying. I need an old man under a tree. Yeah. Oh, man. We'll just sit here, give it a little bit, and then we'll try it again. The battery's not dead. It's turning the starter over, no problem. I don't know. I don't know. Anybody got suggestions? Where did Terry go? Sure, when you need Terry, he's never around. And when he is around, he's blabbing off all kinds of garbage. Come on, Terry, help me out. Any other time on here, he'd be making wisecracks. I know he's not driving. He already said he's on a 34-hour break. Terry! I could text him. I got his phone number. Dumb old truck. All right, I need people to start giving super chats. Pay for my truck bill. Oh, good gosh. Hey, at least it's comfortable in here. It's comfortable in here. It's aggravating though. It just wouldn't start. If it's gonna be like Friday night, it needs to cool down or something, and it'll finally start. Stupid old truck. I did yell at it before I started last time. I cussed at it and it finally started up, so maybe I need to do that again. Which means I cannot get mulch today because I don't want to be stranded at Lowe's. Unless I did the Lowe's pickup. So I do it through the app. Tell I'm going to pick it up and just sit there with the engine running and let them come throw it in the back of the truck. I could do that. I can't. I'm not putting 10 bags of mulch in the back of my Subaru. I can do it, but I'm not going to. Anywho, at least I don't have any plans today. I can just kind of hang out, you know. Coffee burp. It's got warm enough I don't need my jacket anymore. They got to get home to Robert. Poor Robert sitting in the backyard. Well, I guess I'm going to get off of here and try to diagnose this truck a little bit more. Get underneath it, make sure nothing's leaking or if the line from the tank to the engine's got a hole in it or something. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just going to be looking. And then see if I can get this thing started up. So, you guys have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me. Like, share, subscribe, and all that other good jazz. Enjoy your Sunday if you can. And wish me luck with this old truck. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.